A major terror attack in Australia with 16 people killed at a Hanukkah celebration in Sydney. In Germany, 5 men are arrested over an alleged Christmas market plot. And here in the UK, fresh pressure on the justice system, new warnings on women's safety, and the government sets out its latest plans to tackle violence against women and girls. My name is Katie. It is Monday the 15th of December 2025, and these are your news headlines. If you want clear reporting you can trust, like, comment and subscribe. No bias, no bullshit, just the news you need. A 10-year-old girl and a British-born rabbi are among 16 people killed in a terrorist attack on a Hanukkah celebration at Bondi Beach in Sydney. 2 gunmen opened fire on crowds gathered in Archer Park at around 6:47 p.m. local time on Sunday, the first night of the Jewish Festival of Lights. 13 people died at the scene. The young girl and a 40-year-old man later died in hospital. Victims range in age from 10 to 87. 42 others, including 4 children, have been taken to hospitals across Sydney. Police have declared the shooting a terrorist incident motivated by anti-Semitism. Several improvised explosive devices have been found in a car linked to one of the attackers, and a major operation is underway to clear the area. Australia's Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, called it an act of evil, anti-Semitism, terrorism. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has sent condolences on behalf of the UK, and the Metropolitan Police are increasing visibility around Jewish communities ahead of Hanukkah events. In Germany, 5 men have been arrested on suspicion of planning to drive a vehicle into crowds at a Christmas market in Bavaria. 3 Moroccan nationals, an Egyptian and a Syrian, were detained on Friday, with prosecutors suspecting an Islamist motive. The Egyptian man, aged 56, is alleged to have called for a vehicle attack to kill or injure as many people as possible, while the 3 Moroccan men are accused of agreeing to carry it out. The Syrian suspect is accused of encouraging them. All 5 suspects remain in custody. Bavaria's Interior Minister said strong cooperation between security services had prevented a potentially serious attack. President Trump has said the United States will retaliate after 2 American service members and 1 civilian were killed in an ISIS ambush in Syria. Several others were injured. US Central Command confirmed the attack, saying the lone ISIS gunman was killed by partner forces. Reports from the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights allege the shooter was a member of the Syrian security forces. Troops were on a joint patrol near Palmyra when they came under fire. The incident comes a month after Syria's interim president, Ahmed al-Sharaa, met President Trump at the White House. The attack is under investigation. In Northern Ireland, criminal barristers will fully withdraw from all Crown Court cases from the 5th of January 2026, escalating a long-running dispute over legal aid fees. Almost 89% of barristers voted in favour of the action. The Criminal Bar Association says it has been warning of an access to justice crisis, arguing that legal aid rates have fallen far below sustainable levels. Justice Minister Naomi Long condemned the decision, saying it will cause further trauma for victims and witnesses and increase delays in the courts. The Bar Council says it regrets the escalation, but insists the system is in crisis. Barristers began partial withdrawals in late 2024, including refusing instructions in murder and manslaughter cases. A new report by the Women's Rights Network has found that women and girls are being targeted by sexual predators in mixed gender changing rooms across England and Wales. Police data shows that in 2023, leisure centres recorded 80 sexual assaults, 16 rapes, and 65 incidents of voyeurism, many in mixed gender village style areas. Olympic swimmer Sharon Davies described the findings as shocking and warned that mixed gender facilities are becoming a magnet for sexual predators. The Women's Rights Network says these layouts design in harm, and that 1 in 3 councils no longer provides single-sex changing rooms. The report highlights escalating patterns of voyeurism and long-term trauma for victims, and calls for Sport England guidance promoting mixed-gender facilities to be withdrawn. It follows the Supreme Court's ruling that women-only spaces must exclude all men, including those with gender recognition certificates. Iran Human Rights has confirmed that 24-year-old Rana Faraj Ogli was executed in Tabriz Central Prison on the 3rd of December. Rana was forced into marriage at 16 to a man nearly 20 years older, and she was later convicted of his murder and sentenced to qiyas, aka retribution in kind. Her execution has not been reported by Iranian officials. She is the 42nd woman executed in Iran this year, the highest number in more than 2 decades. Iran executes more women than any other country. International human rights organisations say discriminatory laws and social pressures leave women facing the death penalty with little protection. Under Iran's penal code, all intentional murder carries a mandatory qiyas sentence, regardless of circumstances, and families of victims may demand unlimited blood money or carry out the execution themselves. Support honest journalism. Make sure you like, leave a comment and subscribe. No bias, no bullshit, only the facts. Councils in the UK will receive an additional £19 million to provide safe housing for domestic abuse survivors as part of the government's strategy to halve violence against women and girls within a decade. The funding is on top of £480 million already pledged for refugees, sanctuary schemes and specialist support. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood will unveil the strategy this week, including specialist rape and sex offence investigators in every police force, proposals to remove refugee protections from foreign sex offenders, and plans to widen the domestic violence disclosure scheme. Nearly £2 million will be invested in specialist officers targeting online abuse. Mahmood says the package is fully funded. Shadow Home Secretary Chris Phillip called the measures too little, too late. Those are your news headlines for today, Monday 15th December 2025. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday's news headlines. Again, no bias, no bullshit.